MannyNorte.
It's Capital Xtra, it's MannyNorte, the Norte show right here. Woo! We got Trey Songz in the building. What's good, Trey?
Yeah.
That's just like you got ad libs right there. You could timestamp them joints and put them all through the interview.
That's your main ad lib.
Come here.
Yeah, it's all good. So we've met and we've hung out a good few times.
Yeah.
So clubs, previous interviews, backstage at concerts.
Yeah, we did a show together.
Yeah, exactly. And you had wait. You had a box full of knickers.
Oh yeah.
From the ladies throwing them at you. Remember that?
We got bras. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry about it. We got stuff here. Oh.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Do you still have them?
No, not those particular boxes. I don't have those.
All right, so you got a fresh box.
You got to re-up on the knickers. You can't.
It's all good. So also we was in Paris together.
Yeah.
So we did a show.
Yeah, for rock
We jumped on a PJ.
Yeah.
We landed, performed, and we came back the same night.
Got right back to it.
Crazy. And when we was coming back to the airport, or should I say the Clearport,
Right.
there was actually ladies chasing you on the motorway, right?
Yeah. That was
do you remember
crazy.
that?
Yeah, I do.
Do you get that all the time? I mean, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, it's kind of normal depending on the circumstances.
They was down there ready to kill themselves.
You know what's crazy? The first time I actually saw that, I'm going to Angola tomorrow, and I performed out there like 2 or 3 years ago at a Unitel festival, and I'm going back for the same thing. So we were leaving the hotel, and like people saw me leaving, and they start beating on the glass. They start really beating on the
What, in the car?
They start about to break it, right? So the cars start, and it's a little traffic, so we kind of stagnant.
Yeah.
And then we move up a little. So once we get to like where the traffic is a little loose, and you could drive a little bit, the car starts going faster and faster and faster. It's about 50 people just running.
Are you serious?
And then it dwindles down. You see who's really trying to get it.
Yeah.
You see about 15. You see about 20. There's about 6 girls ran almost all the way there. Like,
they're
crazy,
about that
like
life.
miles, bruh.
What's
So actually, once it got down to a low number and they was really running crazy, I actually hopped out to show some love.
Yeah.
But when it's like 50 people and they trying to break windows, you don't know what they'll do if they actually touch you.
Wow. That's crazy. And thinking about it, you've actually shown me a lot of love, to be honest. You know,
You my G.
Yeah. I've seen your movement. I'll be able to see. So I've got to say thank you for that. You know.
No, it's love. I remember our first interview actually, and I remember it was actually in the other building.
Yeah.
And I remember you being so notable and knowing so much about me and my career. I always take appreciation in that. You feel me? So when and I always perform with a band. Like I haven't performed without a band in years. Right. So when we were here and the Rockcore show in Paris actually came about, it was a last minute thing.
Right.
So I said we need a DJ. Call my man up, and we killed it.
Yes, indeed, we did. So
and
thank you.
You killed the thing we did too the other night.
Yeah. At the album playback. All right, we're gonna get into that. All right, so 6th album.
Yeah.
Trigga. How do you feel this time around?
I feel good, man. I'm in a good place, physically, spiritually, mentally. Like my head is focused. I'm clear, and my team is great. In the music, it just came about very well, man. I'm very proud of it. I've been recording for about 1.5 years, maybe almost 2 years.
Okay.
And it's been almost 2 years since I put the last album out, I believe, and it just feels good.
Okay, that's a good look. Now, I was DJing at the album playback.
Yeah.
Thank you again. And the album sounds strong. It sounds authentic. There's some real good club bangers in there.
Put your hands up.
Put your hands in the air if you're loving tonight.
And obviously you got the ballads because you know what you do in the ballads.
Right.
And there's some stuff that you could really play in the clubs besides Nana as well, you know?
Right.
It's good to see because there's not a lot of artists doing real authentic R&B. It's important to you, right?
Yeah, it's always been, you know what I mean? For myself, I came in the game as an R&B artist, and I stayed true to that. It may have diversified as far as, you know, my first album had a lot of samples and a lot of old, like soulful feeling, like real sample-esque. And I've always had mixtapes as an outlet to show the different ways I wanted to go musically, whether it be Let Me Hold That Beat, whether it be me doing Trigga mixes and jumping on other people's music, or Anticipations, where I give you all original music. for free. You know, so with this process, I think the difference between this album and the other ones is I've never did an album without mixtapes.
Right.
I never did an album where you didn't get a pre-listen to what was coming, whether it be something that was on the album or something that wasn't on the album. You got a free listen to what vibe I was on.
So how old are you when you first came out with your first album?
20.
Wow.
It'll be 10 years next year.
10 years, that's crazy.
Next year, it'll be goddamn 30, boy.
Wow. So from the first album until now, what would you say you've learned, or how's your music changed, or how you progressed yourself?
I think what I've learned varies year to year, album to album, tour to tour, day to day. And the beauty of each album is that the first album, you make an album, you don't really know what you're getting into. You don't know what the music industry is.
True.
You don't know what promo is. You don't even know that it take a whole day to shoot a video. You don't know much. Album to album, I've learned more about myself. I've learned more about marketing. I've learned more about business. I've learned more about the music that I make. I've learned more about my fans.
Right.
I've learned more about my international fans. I've learned more about radio.
Sure.
I've learned more about politics. And what I've given people lyrically and musically, each album changes as I live my life and as I learn more about myself. And whether it be love, whether it be a night of fun, whether it be disappointment, whether it be arguments, love, relationships, passion, fun, all that's in this album. And it may be some of the topics may seem revisited, but they aren't the same because I'm not the same person I was 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 5 years, 6 years, however many years.
It's killing me. Swear I never cried so much. I never cried so much. I never knew love.
So six albums, and you're not even 30 yet. It's a lot of work. What keeps you moving? What inspires you? Because a lot of people fall to the side.
I think a lot of people fall to the side when they get comfortable.
Right.
When you feel like you here and you good forever.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of artists that actually have gotten to that point where you are good. You know what I mean? You can drop an album 7 years from now, and I'm not that comfortable.
Right.
I don't feel that good. You know what I mean? I ain't made that much money. I haven't made enough songs that the world wants to sing before I do that.
Right.
And furthermore, my drive is real. I love to work. I love to be in the studio. I love to make music. I love to think of new plans and schemes to get people's minds going, to get my fans engaged, to excite my fans. And I've learned that throughout my career, my fans are what motivate me. They are what drive me.
Mm-hmm. So smartphones. Your main chick heard you with your side chick. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Did that really happen?
Man.
Speak to me.
And you actually saw the video yesterday too.
Yeah.
And the video is very intense. And it may not be, sometimes songs I might embellish a little bit as when you see a movie and it says based on a true story.
It happened.
Right. The song is based on a true story. But it's not to the severity of which the song lies. Like I didn't feel the need to run and lie and all that. But I think what the song really tells the story of is that, no matter the mistake you make within love, if you really think you about to lose something of that much value, and it's the emphasis is on lie right to her face, because that's such a bold thing to say. Like, I'm telling the world that I'm gonna go lie to this girl to get my heart back.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, if I gotta lie, if I gotta get on my knees, if I gotta cry, if I gotta whatever it is, when you find something love that's real, and you messed up, you gonna fight in whichever way you can.
What did you say to get back? Come here. Come here. All right, so the new single, Change Your Mind.
Yeah.
The chorus is big. That's wide.
Yeah.
And when I say wide, I like the sound of the chorus. It's very, very big, and it works on radio.
It's a song that after listening to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you hear it one time and you know half of the song.
Wow. So what's next for you then? After the album, are you doing any more films?
I'm definitely interested in doing more films, but I think this album will have me working for a while. So if anything comes in that fits in the time schedule that I feel is instrumental and pivotal in my career, something that will catapult my acting presence as well as my skills and hone the craft more, I'm interested in it. But I'm focused on music right now, and the beautiful thing about acting is that most of the stars that we love have been doing it forever, and they've taken their time.
Trey Songz, thank you for coming through, man.
Of course.
No doubt you're going to be coming back to the UK.
Oh, believe that.
Yeah.
How can I stay away, my dog?
Some shows
hey,
as
look,
well.
matter of fact, I'm doing, when I actually dropped the bomb on, I told everybody earlier that I'll be doing, I'll be here for Valentine's Day. So,
oh, for real?
Yeah. I know it's a long time away, baby, but
yeah, time flies.
You can plan for it.
MannyNorte!